All right, we're live. Welcome back, fellow muckrakers and Michiganders. My name is Michelle, and in this video, I wanted to share with you breaking news coming out of Big Rapids Township. No longer a part of the Gotion Battery Factory project. Now, I've heard differently, so we're going to go through this article completely. Came out February 24th, 2023, but I've heard that Big Rapids is not technically out yet. They were just waiting on their questions to be answered, which the lawyer was supposed to have those answers, I believe, the 25th. So we have to wait and see exactly what's going on. They're not technically out yet. So I just wanted everybody aware of that. That could change, obviously, today. I mean, this is a very huge project, obviously. Elephant size, and there's a lot of secrecy and there's a lot going on, so I'm going to try to stay on top of it as best I can, but yeah, it's moving fast. So company will focus on Green Township development. That is true that they are looking to do that. They've been talking about doing that because Big Rapids has been asking so many questions. So good on Big Rapids Township for doing so. It's what the public deserves. It's what the constituents deserve. We need to know the truth of what's going on, and we shouldn't be kept in the dark. And the fact that we didn't know until September of 2022, when the supervisors knew June of 2021, that's a problem for me, and it should be a problem for you as well. So I'm going to jump into this article. Big Rapids Township Board of Trustees received an email from the law firm representing Gotion, Inc. in the potential battery component manufacturing facility project, stating that going forward, they will be focusing on the core area of development and not on the township property. Township Supervisor Bill Stanek said that basically means is the development of the Big Rapids Airport Industrial Park property has been put on hold. So I think the title may be a little bit misleading, because he's saying right here that it's just put on hold. So it's not over yet, but they are looking to move just further north to get away from those pesky questioners. He said the email from Gotion lawyer is in response to a list of questions the township board had sent to the company. It states that many of the questions have already been answered, and the final ones will require more fine-tuning of the project before they can be fully answered. Therefore, the email states, the Gotion efforts have been primarily focused on the core area of development, Green Township, and not on the township property. The result is the development has currently been placed on hold. So, our property has been placed on hold, Stanek said. Gotion feels they have to have the township behind them if they are going to move ahead. They are not going to keep going ahead with the township until they know we are behind them. Well, as it should be, how could they? This is our township, it's not theirs. So shouldn't they wait until the people that live in these townships approve of it? The fact that we have such little time, because this is all supposed to be done March 31st, 2023, and we found out again September, the end of September, October 4th is actually when I found out through Governor Whitmer. Or wait, October 5th, I'm sorry. Governor Whitmer had a press release October 5th. That's how I found out. And then I fell by the wayside with the project and was reminded of it last week, and again I went down a rabbit hole, and there's a lot of information that needs to be shared with the public, and the fact that I didn't know about it, even though I know how to do internet research, is very telling. This area is filled with older generation. That's just the population that lives around here for the most part. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but they're not giving the information to us very easily, and it's not easy to find the information. So all the secrecy is a no good. I am sorry to hear they have decided not to go with us, but I understand, Stanek said, who is the supervisor of Big Rapids Township. They need the assurance that we are going to be behind them, and they don't have it at this time. They want to start with Green Township, where they know they have the backing. Stanek said he feels like Gotion left the door open for them to get back into negotiations if the board decides to support the project. They, the board, have asked a lot of questions, and when they get some of those answers, maybe they will come around, he said. This is a big decision, and they need to ask questions, and I understand that. But when they get the answers, they need to take them seriously, and I don't think they have done that yet. We haven't gotten all the answers, for one, and you've had a lot more time to think about this project and look for the answers since you've had knowledge for 15 months before everybody else. He added, there are questions about water and sewage usage that the board has asked about, but those questions can be answered until the project gets underway. They cannot be answered until the project gets underway. So we can't know what we're getting ourselves into until it's too late. They have to get their plans together first, so if they go to Green Township and put it there, they can figure that out and maybe get some answers. If my board is satisfied with that, maybe we can get another chance, he said. It's a tough one here. We are going to lose a lot of money on this, and we are still going to have all the problems without getting paid for it. Well, I don't know about you, but it makes me question, why isn't Green Township questioning more? Why are they totally okay to go through with it even though they haven't had the questions answered? Now, if you go to the Green Township website, you will see that it is terrible. And it's understandable since the majority of people on the township, I believe all of them, are baby boomer age. And so they're unfortunately not on social media. Their social media presence is terrible. And their website is terrible compared to Big Rapids Township. The meeting minutes and everything. The transparency of Green Township sucks compared to Big Rapids Township from what I've seen in the last week. So if you're from Green Township, I think it's time for you to start asking questions since your leadership is not. Please let me know what you think. Again, I am just a concerned local. I was born and raised in Michigan. I left and came back, joined the military. I got out of the military, came back, and I care about this place. I care about the river. And I think Michigan is one of the most beautiful states in the United States. And this EV push will destroy it. Why don't we bring in a different industry? How about we grow food, since that might be a problem in the near future? This electric vehicle, battery, if you look into it as you need to, then you'll know that it's very dangerous, the chemicals that are going to be created at this place, at this facility, this plant. I want to share this with you before I let you go. Gotion to build $2.36 billion battery materials plant in Michigan. As you can see, the share of top 10 EV battery makers in China as of August 2022, Gotion High-Tech is the fourth largest with 4.76%. This is a Chinese company. You must be aware of that. I wanted to go down here. Once completed, Gotion's plant is expected to produce 150,000 tons of cathode material per year, with two 550,000 square foot production plants planned as well as other supporting facilities. In addition, the project will involve the construction of two production plants dedicated to the production of anodes, ultimately producing 50,000 tons of anode material per year. So the question next would be, what are anode materials and what are cathode materials? So cathode are comprised of cobalt, nickel, and manganese in the crystal structure, forming a multi-metal oxide material to which lithium is added. Okay, so in order to produce all of the cathodes, the plant will have cobalt, nickel, and manganese. In order to produce the anodes, it will have graphite coated on copper foil. So we need to know that these chemicals will be at the plant that is within 1 mile of the Muskegon River. Now, I initially said on the Muskegon River because the project picture that's on the right place shows a river right next to the proposed layout of the building. So forgive me for that discrepancy, but it is still within 1 mile of the river, and so the groundwater will seep into the river. So the danger still persists on chemicals getting into the Muskegon River, which is huge, a huge recreational river that takes West Michigan. The fishing, tubing down the river, kayaking down the river, recreational activities, hiking, biking, all of these things happen all along the river, going from Green Township all the way down to Muskegon. There's no combating those facts. Those are facts. So, do we want these chemicals potentially getting into our water? Knowing what happened in Flint, Michigan. Knowing that still they are drinking bottled water. And yeah, I'm not going to go any more into that. I'll let me know what you think down in the comments below, please. Do you think that non-disclosure agreements that these supervisors signed are acceptable? What do you think of Project Elephant? Please let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate everybody who has stopped by to get information. Please continue to do your research. And one last thing, please look into Behind the Green Mask, UN Agenda 21 by Rosa Corey. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I'm going to read really quick. Rosa is a forensic commercial real estate appraiser specializing in eminent domain valuation. Her nearly 30 years of experience analyzing land use and property value enabled her to recognize the planning revolution sweeping the nation. While fighting to stop a huge redevelopment project in her city, she researched the corporate, political, and financial interests behind it and found UN Agenda 21. Rosa speaks across the nation and is a regular blogger on her website, DemocratsAgainstUNAgenda21.com. Check out the website, check out her book. Again, a Democrat. So, party line here would be for the people that are for this plant are normally Democrats. Not all, but on average. And so this is another Democrat that is going to give you real, truthful information. She has raked through the muck, and she has, again, experience as a forensic commercial real estate appraiser. So check this book out. It is applicable to this project, and I think it will shed a lot of light on the secrecy that's going on. So, again, let me know in the comments what you think. Please like this video, share with everyone you know, subscribe if you're into this story, and keep digging. We can't let this just go through without our voices being heard. And if you're okay with this project, please do not call the people that are not okay with this project names. Go after people's ideas with your ideas. Do not go after the people themselves with those kind of accusations. So that's all I have to say. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next one.